welcome to the channel. We're gonna have some more fun here with more Halloweenish themed ideas and looking at things that are coming out. Toys and pre-orders from Kickstarter is basically the theme here this time. A lot of neat stuff that needs help, and so that's really cool. Let's look at them. Let's start off with one of my favorites.
Ernest, Scared Stupid.
I absolutely love Ernest. Rest in peace, he's a legend. My favorites were Scared Stupid and Saves Christmas. Holiday themed ones in this, Ernest and the Dreamstone. It's doing very well. This was just a neat surprise here, so any fan of Ernest, I mean, they're already doing very well. But just figured I just want to talk about it because Ernest is such, he was such a legend. He was so good. And I just like the idea that it looks pretty good. It's what I remember, like when they continue things in comic form that you can't continue more since Jim Varney is sadly gone, but he's always with us. And this is just neat. It looks good. It looks like something he would still do. It makes me think of Pushing Daisies where they wanted to continue in a comic form. So at least we're getting Ernest to continue in this. And it looks like an amazing, fun thing, just like the movies. 9-to-5 Warriors. I hope this one goes through, but I really like the first 9-to-5 Warriors. And I like the idea. I just like the idea of this. And I like how they're that throwback to how they are with the figures that these are based off, like the food guys and all that stuff. And the ones I'm most interested in, of course, the ones that need to be unlocked. Specialist Sugar, she's a femme fatale, sexy, buxom version of Sandman, but she's packaged with sugar. And it's nice to support female characters. And then my other one here is Corporal Can. I just like the idea of the can and the nuts inside. Looks so cool. And of course, the two I want the most are the ones we probably won't end up getting. But I hope this gets there. It's got less than 2 weeks ago, and it's not looking good, but I hope so. Hopefully it will, but I like the idea of it. And speaking of that, let's move on to next up, Jim Balance Tarot, Witch of the Black Rose, the Vampires of Halloween. Yes, this is really cool. I've always liked this series. Jim is just an amazing artist. Holly is great too, so it's nice always seeing these things here. I've already gotten one from the previous one earlier this year. And I like all the add-ons. Like, he has some great art, like the shirt right there looks pretty cool. These little standees, everything. The stretch goals always are nice. And just the art is amazing. I like the way the characters look. Raven Hex is my favorite. And I do like the comparisons. I remember back in the day, I've seen people make fan art of it, kind of like an Elsa Anna thing. Do you want a little snowman situation? And just all these things there. I like the old retro styles of the comic art you can get. Very nice, very good series in more ways than one. And again, my favorite right there is the exclusive from Holly, which is the Archie style. Love the Archie comics. Very, very nice. Cool stuff here. And then always does very well. This is doing pretty good again. Just a few more days to go with these. And created my favorite version of Catwoman. So cannot complain. And always am glad to see more of this series, which is a very nice series. Zombie Tramp. This thing was within hours. This thing is like a bajillion%. And I just like the idea of this. Very cool. So you got, you know, everything works. Sex sells, horror, sexy ladies, horror, always go good together. And this just looks really cool. I've always liked the design. Kind of comic-y, cutesy, and kind of anime. So it works very well. So the art is always nice, and that's not all. You get the add-ons and everything, but you get this figure, and it's done by, well, you guessed it, who always does these sexy female figures. So it's nice to see them branching out. So maybe if anybody has a dream of something else, maybe that company will be able to want to do something with your idea and your figures. But we locked on with the 3 variants, the original, the bloody version, and then the black and white comic version. I'm just like, yep, I'm just gonna go for that. Get all 3 of them, and then got the shirt. Well, we'll be getting the stuff when the stuff eventually comes out. It's a better value getting all 3, because then it knocks it down to about the average price of, instead of that 100 price for the other ones. But I figured, why not? Can't wait to get these. Looks really good. And again, just amazed by the art. Very good stuff, very talented. And there's still a while to go. I think there's still almost like 3 weeks left. And this thing's already at like 1,000%. So good for them. It's just neat when they get to do these figures. And I like that Executive Replicas does this. I think there's one for Common America they did. Missed out on that. I was like, oh no, and then by the time I was like ready to do it, it was already done. I was like, ah, crap. But who knows? It's a good thing that anybody, I guess, can get involved with these guys and hopefully get a Kickstarter thing going, get a deal going. So there's always hope out there. If you want your characters to look like how they're supposed to, you know, physically, it's nice to see that there's a company that's like, yeah, women have boobs. Women have all this stuff and look sexy, you know. That's how they look in the comics. That's how they look in this. We're going to make sure they look like that in figure form instead of what a lot of people do. It's like, we're going to tone that down. So it's nice to see that. And this was a fun little advertisement. Plus, more indeed. Good news before we get the rest of it. The Evil has finally been dead. A Scooby-Doo series made by people who hate Scooby-Doo for people who hate Scooby-Doo. Velma's finally in hell. Good. Elvira. We gotta get at least some Elvira in here. It's the spooky season, and why not get the Queen of the Macabre herself? The hostess with the mostest. Yeah, she does. And I just thought this was cute. So Hot Topic and Box Lunch have these. Shame they're over $100, but it's an inflatable. You can have inflatables decorations outside for the Halloween season with Elvira. And it's got some 3D elements to it, the little bat hanging out on the bottom of her dress, the little tethered parts. I like it, and I like the coloring, and she looks very cute. This is like a very cutesy, cartoony style. Like, holy crap, why can't we get a cartoon of this now? This looks like this is something you'd see from the, I'd say, the 90s kind of style. Like a 90s animated cartoon. Like everyone R-rated got cartoons in the 80s and 90s at some point. So I could see, and she's not even R-rated. I'm just saying, you know, something where it's like you talk about horror, something with blood, and then of course she puts her girls on display. So something like that, PG-13, and you get this in a cartoon form. I think she looks really cute. The art looks really nice on this. This will be a nice big thing, and the height of it, holy cow. That would be something to display and get your neighbors talking, because they're going to be like, you probably might ruffle some feathers with some weirdos who get offended by this kind of stuff. But I'm like, what's offensive about it? She looks cute. I love the cutesy, cartoony style. And then this cup looks good, too. She's got good cups. But anyway, last but not least for Elvira, Big Bad Toy Store, it's like $500 if you got it from Tweeterhead. 1/4 size. Just to show off that, wow, this is a very, very well done. I really like the face. I feel like it's not like 100% accurate, because there is kind of I feel like a very cutesy, again, kind of cartoony softness to the face. And of course, those things, holy cow, those are round. I mean, those are big and round. Like, extremely round. Fascinating. But I like how round those mamas are. So it just looks good. Everything looks good in the detail. So she'd be a nice little statue for you. You know, a nice little talking piece for someone comes over, and it just looks very well done. It's a very nice piece. And I do like the little logo for the tweeter head. It distracts me sometimes when I see the little hat and the little bird on top. But anyway, this is another good-looking Elvira piece. And we'll just kind of look through the slides a little bit more to look at those images. And damn, those are round. Like wow, perfectly round. It's amazing. Good shots. And the little dagger, I mean, looks at, I mean, everyone's little dagger is starting to get pretty. Anyway, I mean, look at those. Wow, the underside shot and the little bit from the leg and the V. Anyway, and then even the Tuchus gets a good shot there. So it's like, why not? Nicely sculpted indeed, Elvira. She looked all cute on the table like that. Vavavoom indeed. And then this, 5K Toys always has a lot of stuff. Definitely interested. Got, was it Lilia right here? A little fox, a little wolf girl here. She looks very cute. No, we're not. You know what's here. But no, this is one of those things where someone says, no, I'm not. But then, you know, and I just think it looks really good. She looks really cute. This just looks really cute and really fun, and it just screams anime-ish, manga, video game kind of quality type stuff. It even screams like, again, the old school, back when we had these female characters that look like this in our cartoons and stuff. Can you blame people, though, for that? But she looks good, and 5K always does a good job delivering some more of these schmexy, cute girls, and she is really good herself. Can't wait to get her. Yes. Ah, woo! Ooh, she looks good. Then we'll take a little bit more looks at these girls here. She looks really good, too. Love it. Love the face. Love the outfit. And then we'll just take a look through here real fast. And then, who here is really, like, digging 5K toys, right? And then this one looks really good. Got this as well, pre-ordered. She's still available. Here's another one. She looks really good. These all look really good. I like this. Turn anything anime. This works where I believe they said this is a male character, but they made a female version of it. Always better turn them female versions because, again, clam bake over sausage fest, in my opinion. 5Ks nails it. And I really like this girl here. I love the face. I love the headgear. I love everything about the outfit. Looks really fun, and I think she'd be good to pair with this version of Bebop, in quotations, in both forms. And I like both forms of this. So this is a nice, very nice sculpt and idea right here. I think so. And then ending it on this cool, for the hoary Halloweenness, this chest. Looks really good. I like the ones, though. There was one where I believe there was actually the girl inside the chest. So you see it, you know, her derriere sticking out and looks very nice. Very nicely sculpted. And it just, again, screams that type of stuff you'd see in games and anime and everything. I love it. So cool. The chest licking, you can recreate stuff like Bikini Warriors or whatever. And it just looks really cool. This is a neat little henchman creature thing. And I can't wait till we get more stuff, and I can't wait to get this redhead here. These guys do a nice job on their female forms. And that's it. And again, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think. What figures are you looking forward to most? Knock into these Kickstarters if you haven't already. Spread the word and help them out. And again, we didn't remember how to end this again, so we figured last time we'll just throw something together with, we had Jessica Rabbit and theme thing, so we'll have Miss Vavoom in here and our Fishy Gal 2. Again, Ding Dong. Velma's dead. Hooray. See y'all later, everyone. Happy spooky season. Spoopy season.